Yep, thanks a lot. All set to go then. All set to go then. This has been an excellent first 3 games in this year's Hong Kong Sixes. England thrashed. Pakistan just about got over the line. And South Africa, who are the defending champions, hammering Hong Kong. 4-legged bye to start, Abhishek Junjunwala. This looks an excellent surface, and if you're bowling first, you're trying to keep a side under 100, you win the game.
Yeah, absolutely. That's been the story so far since morning. But if you're batting first, you look to get to that mark of between 120 and 130.
Nick Dhananjaya with a little nick. And it is Mujibur who goes.
Yeah, nicely bowled. Seems like taking some pace off that delivery. You've got to preserve your wickets. The team doing well so far. They've done well at the start of the innings. The openers have done well. So you've got to try and keep your wickets in the first couple of overs at least.
Next stick. Right arm over. 4 balls left.
Zikria Islam then in at number 3. Sri Lanka with a wicket in the first over. Dhananjaya Lakshan, 26-year-old, featured in 3 one-day internationals for Sri Lanka. Decent start, hard length and a little bit of an outside nick.
It was nicely bowled.
It's one of those games where, as a captain, you say to your side, set the tone. First bowler, got to come in, set your plans. Look, if you get smashed out the park, Abby, then, you know, that sometimes happens. But what length are you going to bowl? But also, don't become predictable.
Yeah, they're bowling beautifully. This over, he has been brilliant with his length, with his change-ups. But also as a batter, you can't just swing from the hip. Gets it on that occasion, and did he manage to get a hand on it? But still managed to get it over the field. It gets a boundary. And after the first over, it's 8 for 1.
First over done then, match 4 of the Hong Kong Sixes, 10 games a day. Last ball of that previous over was hit through the leg side. Given a boundary, but surely that should be a 6. Not sure why it was given 4, and I'm sure perhaps the third umpire will have to have a look at that. You don't see that very often in 6s. 2s run. I like that from Oman.
You also like the commitment, the dive, putting a value to his wicket as well. And again, we're looking at that shot in the previous over was given a boundary, will definitely be changed at some point. The ball clearly carrying.
was given a 6, so he'll just make a little adjustment for that. So it was given a 6 by the umpires. Well, indifferent shot from the captain's bowling, Madhushanka. He won't mind that. And Oman have lost their second.
Just trying to be a bit cute there. Trying to lap it. Getting an inside edge onto the stumps. Nicely bowled. Again, the ball didn't bounce as the batter expected it to be. But Zikria will have to have a long walk back to the pavilion. Out for 4, 11 for 2.
Asif Khan then in at number 4. Madhushanka with just 3 runs and the wicket from his first 3 deliveries. And again gone with that hard length. A little bit fortunate for Asif Khan, but he'll take that. Been good from the bowlers so far.
There's some nice change-ups. They bowl a perfect length. The back of the length deliveries most of the time. And some good change-ups. But as a batter, you can see the Oman batters panicking a little bit. Just got to calm down a little bit.
Smashed. This is smashed straight out of the ground. Another length delivery. Captain Vinayak decides that he's got to try and do something.
They will need a lot more from Vinayak. That was a nicely played shot. Picked the length early. Walloped it through the onside.
Madhushanka was 6 for 24 versus Ireland. And the second best figures for any Sri Lankan under-19 bowler. Dealt with again, so disappointing end to the over. 16 runs from it, it's 24 for 2. Yes. Coming. We'll be back now. Fourth game you're seeing right now, Sri Lanka versus Oman. South Africa won their opening game. Nepal thrashed England. Pakistan just got over the line. New Zealand, Hong Kong, Bangladesh, Oman. A little game between India and Pakistan, and England and Australia. Rivals throughout. And then the 9th and 10th game to finish off an excellent first day.
Left arm wrong.
Tarindu Ratnayake then with his right arm off spin.
This is where the batters will see it as an opportunity.
Said right arm, there you go, straight in. He's ambidextrous. Bowl left arm and right arm. Imagine to have that ability to bowl both. This is the last ball of Madhushanka's over, back-to-back 6s.
That was very nicely done. Again, going back-to-back shot deliveries, played beautifully by Vinayak.
Cut away, and will this run away? And he stops it. They may just have to have a look. And a rarity again. We've seen a 2 and now a 3 run.
A 42-yard boundary, you don't very often see a 3. Nicely done by the batters. But a brilliant effort here. The umpire would like to have a look at that. Maybe the foot touching.
Look at that left foot. I think it's going to be given a 4. Yep. So it wasn't a 3 run. Will be a 4. Warm conditions now in Hong Kong. Probably reaching about 30 degrees out there. And the breeze that was there around about 8 o'clock this morning has disappeared. So is some of the bowling as well. good fielding. Sri Lanka on top of the game so far.
Yeah, the fielding has been exceptional. The commitment, the effort from the players. But look at that for an effort. Stopping a couple of runs for his side.
That's okay. That is really good from Ratnayaka. Just changing his pace, not making it easy, and that's that little stat there, ambidextrous spinner. At the moment, just bowling left arm. And he doesn't need to do anything different. I just wanted to do one thing good, just right arm. He can do right and left.
Yeah, that is just unbelievable. To have that ability to bowl with both hands. A hint of turn in the previous delivery.
Not given a wide. One of the best overs we've seen so far in this competition, 30 for 2. Couple of early wickets then Oman lost. 30 for 2, 3 overs left. Samarakun then into the attack. Tall man. Looks like he's going to bowl a type of medium pace into the surface. No, he goes wide, given wide.
He's got a bit of a pace about him, Samarakun. The batters just need to have that game awareness of where the fielders are. There are not many. Just try and time the ball into the gap. If there's an opportunity, try and hit it for a 6.
All-rounder who made his T20 international debut in the 2023 Asian Games. And that remains his only appearance for Sri Lanka men's team so far. 3 games coming your way: New Zealand, Hong Kong, Bangladesh, Oman, and a little game, India, Pakistan, which I'm sure wherever you are, you'll be taking a seat and enjoying the 2 biggest rivals on the planet going head to head.
Yeah, that'll be the game a lot of people will be waiting for, especially in India and Pakistan.
And Pakistan won their opening game as well. To 8, poor delivery.
Yeah, nicely played. Very nicely played. They somehow need to get to 85-90 to give themselves any opportunity.
7 runs from the first 3 deliveries then. High in the air but lands short of long on. We've seen a few of them today.
They've struggled to time on a pitch where other batters have had a great time. Not on that occasion. Getting it from the middle of the bat. Picks up a boundary.
Yeah, again, it's that length where batters, when they've spent a couple of deliveries there, they get used to it. 9 balls for the captain. Khan has spent 7 balls there, and he's coming at him now. Again, this is going to go away to finish the over off with a boundary. 16 from it. It's 46 for 2. Just a few little rules and explanations. Each squad has 7 players. The match is between 2 teams of 6 players. Each team has 6 overs. We have a period of time to get those 6 overs in. Tanuka Dabari. into the 5th over. This has been good from Sri Lanka. They've put Oman under massive pressure. Won the toss, which I think teams are looking to do at the moment, and have a bowl first. This one into the slot, dealt with, and another 6.
Nicely played. Again, was in the batter's half. A big heave through the onside. They need a lot more of those 6s to get to a good score here, Oman.
Change of pace, yeah, all they've got left. 9 balls now. Projected score gets them to 69. That shouldn't be enough. Got to try and get themselves to at least 80, and that will give them a chance. In the air, just gets it over. Just 42 metres straight it is. A couple of 6s in the over.
A couple of dots and then a couple of 6s. Again, slightly fuller than the bowler would have liked. Nicely timed again.
So 2 6s, 3 dot deliveries. As a bowler, you'd take that. Finish it now as a bowler. Get in your over, get out your over. Does he get out of his over? He doesn't get out of his over. So 3 dots, 3 6s, 18 from it. We've got an over left, and Oman are 64 for 2. Four pools then in this Hong Kong 6s. Pool A, South Africa, New Zealand, Hong Kong. Pool B, Australia, England, Nepal. Nepal, who thrashed England, and take on Australia. Now then, Ratnayaka with his 2nd over. Just conceded 6 in that 1st over. And at the moment, Sri Lanka are looking in good form to go on and win this game.
They've done really well with the ball.
Oh, should be run out. Didn't need to throw it. Could have just walked up slowly and just taken the bails off. He threw it. The captain of Oman gets away with one. Six to finish. That's his 50. He'll have to walk off. So 50 from 17. That's 6 sixes in his innings. He wants to carry on, but he's going to have to walk off at some stage. You're 50.
And for some reason, he's been allowed to carry on.
There's a little bit of a discrepancy between our screen and the big screen. The big screen is saying 49. We're saying it's 50. He's still having more balls. So the third umpire has just got in touch with the on-field umpires. We are saying it's 50. What happens with that last ball? Does the previous ball become a dead ball, or is it just carry on? You'll have to leave 50 from 18.
You're not sure you can re-ball the previous delivery. They'll have to just carry on. And Vinayak, he's just showing that the screen was showing 49, and hence he didn't walk off. But that was a magnificent inning. Splendid batting from the skipper. Finally walking off after scoring 50 of 18. Oman, is retired for 50 of 18. Oman 71 for 2.
Husnain Ali Shah then got 2 balls. Can he hit 2 maximums to finish it off? He's trying to. He's hit it straight in the air. Keeper is called. Keeper is called for it. He wants it. Dropped it. The bowler said mine at first. Keeper said, no, I'll take it. Those keepers always want the catches.
That's an absolute sitter, especially when you've got your gloves on. Yeah, you just lost it. The ball moving a little bit in the air.
Right, last ball of the innings. Just held on to it. I don't mind that from a spinner. Just saw the batter come at him, so just hold on to it. 8 runs from the first 5 deliveries. Finishes off with a 6, a maximum. So Oman, who were put into bat by Sri Lanka, their innings is finished. 6 overs are done, they're 78 for 2.
They're not sure it's going to be enough. We'll have to wait and watch. But a lot of credit to Sri Lankan bowlers, the way they came out and have a plan and bowl beautifully.
Put into bat. Oman lost an early wicket. Vinayak with his captaincy, 50 from 18. Khan with 18 from 10. And Oman 78 for 2 from their 6 overs. Shouldn't be enough. They have a total on the board. Abby, the captain, led from the front.
They batted brilliantly. They lost 2 early wickets, but then 6 sixes and 2 fours in that innings of 50 of just 18. Played shots all around the park. It was just fabulous to watch. The array of shots against the fast bowlers and against the spinners. And because of that 50, they managed to get to 78. Dhananjay bowled brilliantly. Just 4 from his 1 over. Managed to get a wicket as well. But apart from that, everyone else pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's about finding a way as a bowler. Try and find a way how to stop the opposition from getting big totals. And Sri Lanka, who won the toss in match 4 of this year's Hong Kong Sixes, they require 79 from their 36 deliveries. Still lots more cricket to come your way. We're only into match number 4 on day 1. New Zealand, Hong Kong coming next. Bangladesh, Oman, India, Pakistan, 2 o'clock. And then England, Australia, and the 2 games to finish us off, 9 and 10. South Africa, New Zealand, and Sri Lanka once again against Bangladesh. Brad Hogg joins us for this run chase. That's not going to be enough, surely, 78, Hoggy?
Definitely not after what we saw earlier with Pakistan making 128 and that nearly getting mowed down by the UAE. Oman just relied on the one batter. Vinayak, you need more than that. You need a partnership to happen.
Lots of legends who have been involved in the Hong Kong Sixes. Some absolute icons of international cricket have come to Hong Kong. 20 times this has been played, this competition, and legends galore, all trying to lift that trophy. South Africa are trying to become the first team to do it in the last 3 occasions. They've won it 5 times, South Africa. And Sri Lanka have an opportunity to start off with a win. You're just joining this big shock, really. Nepal beating England. England just didn't get enough runs and then bowled poorly. South Africa beat Hong Kong. Pakistan just about got over the line against the UAE. And the moment Sri Lanka in control of this first game.
Yeah, that was a huge shock earlier on. England defeated by Nepal. But England might be going for the plate rather than the big trophy since they've got it 5 times.
Hang on there just 1 minute, Brad Hogg. We've still got Australia to play. Still lots to play for. Samarakun and Dabari will open up for Sri Lanka. Hasnain looks like he bowls a bit of pace, a long run up. Now then, can they defend 78? Started off in style, Sri Lanka. Typical left-hander, small and stocky, clips it to the leg side, starts off with a maximum.
Yeah, with a start like that, it's going to be difficult. 79 required, brilliant start, pick the length 30, and off she goes.
Whoever's owning that tent where that ball went to are probably the smartest business people here. They've actually got a net in front of their tent.
We all looked at the umpire then to see the line that he was bowling. Beautiful shot. That is simply sensational. Length delivery, extension of the arms. That is probably one of the best shots of the day so far.
Not where you want to bowl to a left-hander. It may be okay, but it's the line that's wrong. It's either got to be wider than that, where you're really teasing the umpire to call the wide, or you're on the pads. Or
and again, back-to-back sixes, check drive, and one for the photographers.
Just wonderful to watch. Keeping it very simple, a very simple technique. It's such a good pitch to bat on. You can hit through the line, and that's exactly what he's done on that occasion. Lovely to watch.
Brilliant from Wirakodi. Clipped towards that leg side. What a start this has been from Sri Lanka. The first 5 deliveries, 22.
well, the way Sri Lanka are going, or should I say Wirakodi's going, this game's going to be finished in probably 2.5 overs. Finally, there'll be a little bit of break between games if that happens.
Yeah, and just to remind you, obviously net run rate is important, but it's more important to hit as many sixes as possible. Because if you level on points at the end, it's the amount of sixes that comes first. That's another 6, 28 from it. And Sri Lanka in that chase, 28 without loss.
That's Lanka. Bowler coming right arm round.
Big chunk has been knocked out of that 78 in the first over. 28 from that first over. That'll be another maximum. A poor delivery, full toss. And Dabari starts his innings off in style.
They're just checking some pies at the moment.
That's exactly what you were talking about, Brad Hogg, that net. Sensible from the sponsors, because there's so many places you can get hits and there's netting covering you. Sensible. And again, that is a beautiful shot. Doesn't look to overhit it. Will be a 4. And Sri Lanka are cruising to victory.
Barry, beautiful batting. Going back to most sixes, if you level points, it's pretty hard to be up there with most sixes if you're only chasing 78. So it might be best to bat first.
Whichever it is. If you bat first, try and hit the netting. And if you're chasing, still try and hit the netting. And again, towards the netting over there. 44 in this run chase, and we've already seen 6 sixes in that 44.
This is just excellent cricket. Oman hit 7 in the innings, and they already got 6 in the first 10 deliveries.
You just see that's their plan. That is their plan, just to try and get this done and dusted with maximums as quickly as possible. When you've got the opportunity to chase down such a small total in 6 overs, get it done. Now then, out towards cover point. Taken. Good catch. Needed something to try and stem the runs, and wickets is their only way.
That was a brilliant catch out in the deep by Majiba, running forward. A wicket they needed. Probably wanted that wicket a little earlier. Beautiful innings, Sri Lanka 45 for 1.
Captain then in the middle, Madhushanka. In a good position here, Sri Lanka. 45 for 1, just chasing 78. So another 34 required. Ramanandi needs wickets. Got to try and take wickets. Try and get themselves back into this game.
Beautiful piece of bowling, little flighted. And beautiful catch out in the deep. Just that turn away just helped that downfall with Werikude. Beautiful bowling by Islam.
Madhushanka with his first delivery to face. That's what I like about the Sri Lankan innings so far. They just look to hit down the ground. 6s down the ground and 4s, and they bring up their 50.
Yeah, we have seen that with the most batters. Whoever has gone downtown, who has looked to straight, play with the full face of the bat, has been most successful. And that was a lovely shot again, hitting it down the ground with some power.
A short delivery. Well, there's no fielder down there. Keeper will try and stop it. No chance. So just 25 now required for Sri Lanka.
Not bad ball there from Ramanande. Just trying to change it up. Slower bouncer. Caused a miscue from Madhushanka. With only 4 fielders, there's plenty of gaps, and those mistimed shots can get away to the boundary.
Now appeal, big appeal, must be an outside leg stump. I think the surface has been excellent that we've seen today. Remember, this is the first time we've actually played on a surface that isn't artificial. I know that this surface has been here for around about 10 years, but what we've seen so far is a flat wicket, and that's what you want in 6-over cricket.
Absolutely. It's played nicely. It's the 4th game already, and it's been very true. It's been a belter.
Slower delivery, keeper gets underneath it. Taken. Simple chance. It's rid of Dabari, and Sri Lanka have lost their second.
Good catch there by the skipper, the Innigs. But there's a great piece of bowling from Ramanande. He's varied it up, slower bouncer, Yorker, then a slower good length ball, and he gets the wicket of Derbarry, and that's 55 for 2.
Samarakun then. Oman have just got to keep trying to take wickets, just try and put Sri Lanka under a bit of pressure. At the moment they are running away with this game. But another couple of wickets and all of a sudden then Sri Lanka may start to panic. 56 for 2.
Bowling left arm over.
New Zealand, Hong Kong next, Bangladesh, Oman, and then the big rivalries on that fourth line down. No bigger than India, Pakistan. But for an Englishman, no bigger than that, England versus Australia. Rivals are galore. And England, who are desperate for a win after losing their early game to Nepal.
The earlier wicket here. Ramanande, beautiful bowling, just changing it up. Easy catch there for the keeper.
Mujibur with his left arm has just been dealt with into those nets again. Closer and closer, Sri Lanka.
Samarakun comes to the crease, only needs 3 balls before he finds the boundary. Left arm off spin, turning it into the left-hand bat. Very tough with short boundaries.
Yeah, because players are just going to try and get underneath you. So all they're trying to do is get underneath you. Sri Lanka have only ever won this competition once in 2007, and it looks like they're going to start off with a win.
Well, that's just poor bowling by Mujibur. Bowling quicker rather than getting some energy on the ball. Try and get it a little bit of drift and drop. But just that pace on that good length is just too easy for Samarakun.
And again, get underneath it. You're right, it is poor bowling. You've got to try and do something different. 3 sixes in a row. He's 18 from the first 4 deliveries. And Sri Lanka are 1 shot away from winning their opening game.
He's got to change something. Got to go slightly fuller. You cannot allow the batter to keep getting that elevation.
Tried to finish it in style. It'd just be a single. Was always going to be a big ask when you only set 78. Sri Lanka have come out and decided get it done quickly. Slap towards that offside again. He is single.
Well, that's the end of the over. So we're able to get into the 5th over. Oman, they'll be happy with that as Sri Lanka is 76 for 2.
Ahead in the game, easily going to go and win this game. Sri Lanka just 3 runs from 12 deliveries. Want to try and finish it off with a 6 because of the reasons we've talked about. The teams are tied on points. It goes to most 6s first. Has he done that? You bet he has. 14 6s. 10 6s in that run chase, 4 4s. Sri Lanka win comfortably with 11 balls to spare. And Madhushanka, the captain, finishes it in style.
That's just punishing, showing authority, which Sri Lanka showed the whole game with both bat and ball. Oman will be disappointed with that. There's only 2 performers for Oman through the day. That was Vianak with the bat, 49, and Ramanendi with the ball. 82 for 2, Sri Lanka win, chasing 78.
"28 from 7, 18 from 7, and Samarakun with his 20 from 6. "28 from 7 then, Dabari 18 from 7. It's been good from Sri Lanka with those 10 sixes and 4 fours. Highlights of that run chase, and they went after it straight away.
Yeah, they started really well in that first over with 4 sixes and some extraordinary shots from Virat Kohli. That just set the tone for the whole game for the Sri Lankans.
Just great batting from both Wickets and Dabari, just getting them off to a great start. And then the skipper coming in and just finishing off Madhushanka. One thing I liked about the Sri Lankan batting was that they were looking to pitch straight down the ground. They were trying to play the percentages. They kept it simple, but Oman did not have the answers. The only bowler that really impressed was Ramanendi with his left arm pace, but he's prepared to change it up with a slower bouncer, Yorker, then slower good length delivery, and he got the rewards with a wicket or 2. But Oman were just found wanting.
Always seems to be trends in any competitions. We've had 4 games so far, and 3 of the sides who have chased have gone on to win the game. They needed wickets. Defending 78, they needed wickets early, they didn't get it. And they eventually lose quite comprehensively. 78 for 2. Excellent from the Sri Lankan bowlers. Dan Jay with 1 for 4. Captain 1 for 16, Madhushanka. And in reply, 82 for 2. Sri Lanka won by 4 wickets. This is the next match coming your way. New Zealand versus Hong Kong. Match number 5.